Well, it says we're live.
Does it? Oh, hi.
Okay, we're definitely live.
Thank you, Steve. Heid Music in Appleton. And we are here with John Leja again. He's here. And he's going to teach you a bunch of fun stuff with the percussion that we have. And we're using the Ludwig percussion kits that we have.
Yeah, we're using the fanciest stuff. This is like, what is this, the gold tier?
This is the gold tier.
This is
this is a gold standard.
If you have this, your parents chose the right thing.
Right.
Or if your parents are making you pay for it, either way, it's worth it, okay?
Everyone, John Leja.
Thank you. So, I am a percussionist, and I always say I'm a percussionist. I'm not a drummer. I'm not a mallet player. I'm a percussionist. I play everything. That's the thing. If you are a percussionist, you have to learn how to play everything. I know most 5th grade, 6th grade, you're starting out, you're a drummer, you just want to hit this thing fast, and you want to go fast in that. But I guarantee you, this is true. I'm not making this up. This is my experience, and this is almost everybody else's experience. Drums are cool, but this gets way cooler in high school. It really does. And it can be cool in middle school, too. You just have to really figure out what it is. I'll show you some really cool things on this. We'll also do a little bit on the practice pad. If you have a snare drum or something at home, you can totally play along with that. Okay, get out your mallets. Get out whatever bell kit. If you have a bell one that sounds like, bells, that's cool. If you have this Rolls Royce amazing thing, get out this. First thing I want to show you, play a scale. Hopefully you already know how to play your B flat scale. It's like the first thing I teach any of my students just so they're able to play something in band right away. Okay? One thing I always tell my kids, all of my students, do not be scared to hit the xylophone, the whatever. Just, you don't have to whack it and be crazy, but always be loud and proud of what you're playing, okay? If that scale is super easy for you, awesome. In band, I am telling you that you can do this. Instead of just playing it like this, make it harder. Use both hands. You're going to start on B flat with your left hand, the lowest one you have. And then you're going to do the next B flat up. It's the same note, it's just higher, with your right hand. This is called an octave. Okay? You can do octaves all the time. That's what I'm trying to show you. With your right hand, play your B flat scale all with just your right hand. Chances are, if you have a really awesome band teacher and you play it all with your right hand, they are going to go, no, stop, that's awful. And they are true. They are correct, okay? Play it all with your left hand, the lower version. If you are left-handed, that was probably really easy. If you are not, we're going to change the focus right now. Hold on. Pause. Oh, that's way worse. I can tell you right now, that's way worse. Oh, your hand is crystal clear, though. A little bit better. Can you do a little bit more? Yeah, that's a lot better. Thank you, ghost of Matt. Okay, so what I was just telling you, do it all with your left hand. If you're right-handed, chances are this is not going to be easy. Your left hand is weak, and I call it a dead fish for a while, okay? But keep going at it. Just your left hand, all of the notes. Once you're able to do that with your left hand, put them together. This is where it takes a little bit of skill, moving both of your hands at the same time. And you're going to get both hands to play more. I think it's a lot more fun. It's extra, and it's a little bit more challenging, but it's more fun because you can do this. Nobody else in the band can do this. They can't play 2 notes at the same time. So all I'm doing every single note, I'm playing 2 hands. I used to do this so much that I can almost just do it in my sleep. And this really helps out later because in some really awesome xylophone and marimba stuff, you have these giant things where you're like, and you have to use both hands. And if this hand is weak, your left hand, it's no go. So instead of practicing your scale like you do at the start of band, try with 2 mallets. I guarantee your director is probably not even going to notice when you come back in the fall and you play with 2 mallets instead of just 1, your director's not even going to notice until like they walk back and see you doing it. And they'll hopefully not have a problem with it. Next thing, this is the best technique that I've ever learned, and it's like a pattern, and it just made me so much better at doing everything. Okay, we are going to find our center note. Our center note is A in this case. So find A right in the middle, okay? A is a really popular note for a lot of people, not really for band, but it's a really important note, okay? That middle A is going to be our home base. Do me a favor, roll on that A for a little bit. By the way, just to make sure, rolling on mallets is not the same as this guy. You don't actually bounce on mallets. You just go back and forth. It's called single stroke. You just do 1 hit, and you move on to the next hand. All right, so like I said, A is our center note. We are going to go opposite ways. So our right hand is going to slowly move this way, and our left hand is going to slowly move this way, okay? And we're going to go up 1 note every time, both of our hands. Here's how this works. B flat with your right hand and A flat with your left hand. But A is our middle note. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to B flat and immediately come back down to A. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, or a triplet. Triplet. Then, like I said, our left hand is going to go to A flat. Triplet. Triplet. Now we put that together and we go B flat, triplet, A flat, triplet. It might take a little bit to get used to that, okay? It's a lot harder than it actually looks and sounds because it kind of sounds pretty easy and you're like, oh, it's just the same thing over and over again. It's a little weird because you have to move your left hand, and that left hand is the main part. And that's why this is working on this left hand. It's great, okay? If saying triplet helps, try doing that. Triplet, 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 triplet. Make sure your hands are just going back and forth, by the way. There's no time where I do 2 rights in a row or 2 lefts in a row, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Once we have this down, to continue the pattern, it's pretty easy. We move both hands up 1. So instead of B flat and A flat, we're going to go to B natural and G. We're used to playing G, not really B natural that much. So we're just moving up from A1. So B, A, G, A, B, A, G, A, B, A, G, A. Guess what the next one is? You move both of them up or down outside. You move them both outside of 1 direction or 1 note. Now this is a little weird because our right hand is going to go to C, which is on the bottom. It's not like one of the top keys up here. It's on the bottom. But our left hand is going to go to F sharp or G flat. It's the same note, F sharp, G flat, whichever one you want to call it. Okay? So now our hands are going to different places. Our A is still at center note, just so you know. We're always going to go back to A for those other 2 notes in the middle, okay? The last part of the triplets. So it's going to go C, A, F sharp, A, C, A, F sharp, A. Now, what's the point of this? I'll show you, okay? This is when it gets a little hard. We're going to combine that first one, the second one, and the third one that we're doing, okay? So we're going to start with your right hand on B flat, and then your left hand is going to go to A flat. This is the closest one we can do. When we move it up, this is B and G. Let's move it up again. C and F sharp. You could probably guess the next step, since we just keep moving it 1 more, You just move one more again. C sharp and F is what we're aiming for. Then, you already figured it out by now. I mean, percussion is all about doing patterns. You want to move it one more up. So we're going to D and E with our left hand. So high D and lower E. Go. All right, that's cool and all, but Mr. Leja, that doesn't even sound cool. Wow, just wait a second. I was going insanely slow just to show you how it works. You want to push yourself to go faster. Chances are, if you've been playing for 3 to 6 months, or maybe even a year, or even like 4 years, you want to play fast, right? You're a percussionist. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. You want to play fast. Cool. This is the thing to really push yourself and play fast on. So start speeding it up a little bit. Chances are your mallets are going to get mixed up. Relax. Let them be. Once you feel like you have a really good grasp on those 2 notes, then move apart further. Now me, I've been playing this for years. I probably started doing this when I was in 8th grade. And now I'm in 27th grade. So a little bit further. No, I'm not in 27th grade. What am I saying? Probably like 22nd grade. I don't know. Always stay relaxed while you're doing this. Now, any of my students really know, when it comes to percussion, I like to show off a little bit. This pays off. It looks really cool, and it really helps out your mallet technique when you're able to do this.
Extension 114. Julie, 114.
You got that, Julie? Okay, cool. This is where you want to be eventually. Are you dialing 114?
No, I'm canceling it.
Thank you. Sorry, a little bit of interruption. Like I was saying, work your way up to this point. You just got to relax. All of that really helps. And honestly, you want to get all the way until you're going high A to low A. And that's a really tough one to do. The point of this, you're getting to know this mallet instrument a lot easier. That way, when you're going up your scales, you can go. It's a lot easier to move around your hands then. Because right now, you're like hunting for all the notes. All right, that's enough. Those are all technique things. You can do your scale. And this little thing. Those are really good to practice. That way you're going to get better. I do want to show you something really cool, though, because let's be real, you want to play a song. You want to play a song that everybody knows. Here's a song that everybody knows. I messed up the end. Oh, well. Hey, how in the world did I learn that? Well, I probably read the music, right? Reading music can be really difficult to start out with mallet instruments, right? You probably learned like, oh, if you play Mary Had a Little Lamb or Ode to Joy or something, you probably memorized it if you played on the belts. That's a pretty common thing. You want to really practice not memorizing it and being able to read the music in front of you, but it's a weird thing. Keep working on it. This song, the Mario Brothers thing, the thing I play, almost everybody knows it. Actually, I've never met a person in the world that doesn't know that song. So if you don't know the song, I want to meet you so I could say, hey, I met somebody that's crazy. There is a website, and actually one of my students showed me this website. I was blown away, okay? I have an iPad here. Chances are at home you have an iPhone, an iPad, something like an Android phone. Most kids have this stuff. A computer. Everybody did online learning in the past 6 months anyway. Okay, this website is called VG, as in video game, VG lead sheet, like a sheet of music. And if you search vgleadsheets.com, I'm going to show you this. You're going to kind of get this little thing right here, okay? You can find a ton of video game music to learn on here, but some of that music might be really, really difficult to learn. My favorite, like I just played, is the Super Mario Brothers. So if you just type in Mario, you got to make sure you find the right one. And that's what I'm kind of telling you how to do today. Mario. This is from Super Mario Brothers. That's the original. That's the OG. That's the cool one, okay? So Super Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers New or 3 or 4. It is called the Overworld theme. All you do, click on that Overworld theme, and boom, I have all the music right there. And now you're probably thinking, well, that's the most complicated piece of music I've ever looked at. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right. But you're a percussionist. If you know how to read notes like the every good burger deserves fries thing and face in the space, you can probably figure this out. The rhythms are kind of complicated, but if you've heard this song before, you know the start goes. And that's all you need to know. You read the notes and you're able to go. I have had a lot of students, I'll be honest, in 5th and 6th grade, they find this and they memorize it and they learn it in a week. And it's crazy because this is high school level stuff right here. So even though you're young and you might not know how to do everything, you might not know how to read too much music, challenge yourself. Learn something insanely hard, and it's awesome because you can show your director this, or maybe you take lessons from somebody. You're going to show them this and blow them away, okay? Also, you know how it goes, so that helps out a lot, okay? So that is vgleadsheets.com. I'm not sponsored by them. I do not get any money from them. In fact, I probably would give them money because they've done a lot of cool stuff. All right. Always practice this thing. I promise it gets a lot cooler in high school, like I said. Well, let's get to the flashy stuff here. Should I teach them that stick trick?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll teach you one stick trick at the end. And I always leave it towards the end, and I'm very careful with it because you can easily overdo stick tricks. Every drummer does it. I mean, they learn this little thing, they learn how to play a rock beat and flip their stick and drop it, I'm not even going to bring that one up. There's a stick breaker that Mr. Matt was talking about in here. I've seen somebody break their sticks doing that, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, it's really funny. It was when I was in middle school. It was a brand new pair of sticks. Anyways, things to work on this thing. Paradiddle. If you haven't heard of a paradiddle, what? What are you doing? Paradiddles, okay? They're easy to learn and insanely hard to master. And that's the beauty of it. It's just a pattern. It's like the Rubik's Cube of drumming. Once you figure it out, you're like a genius, basically, okay? Right, left, right, right. That's the first paradiddle. So diddle is 2 in a row, basically. And para actually means opposite. So paradiddle. So right, left, right, right. If this is opposite on your screen, right, left, right, right. But that's left for me. Either way, right, left, right, right. Do that again. Right, left, right, right. Right, left, right, right. Right, left, right, right. Now that's only half of a paradiddle. That's the thing about a paradiddle. One half, and then you mirror it on the opposite. So we went right, left, right, right. Now we're going to go left, right, left, left. Do that again. Left, right, left, left. Chances are, if you're right-handed, that's the harder one. If you're left-handed, awesome. You're going to be the best drummer in the world. I always say that. If you're left-handed, you have advantages. If you learn everything like the righties do, and then you're going to be like, oh, this is really easy. It's going to be hard at first, but learn as the right-handed people do. You'll be way better. Left, right, left, left. Left, right, left, left. Now we put those together. Right, left, right, right. left, right, left, left. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Now, I put a lot of space in between those paradiddles. You do not put any space in between paradiddles when you're practicing. That's just a way to learn it, okay? So when we're going to do this, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Diddle, paradiddle, paradiddle, pair. Oh, I can do this in my sleep, you know? This is calming right now. This is an easy tempo. I can do this forever. I will never mess up. And that's the fun part about paradiddles, is you want to push yourself to go faster until you mess up. So let's go faster. We're going to go this tempo. Paradiddle, paradiddle. If you mess up, like if you accidentally play one stick too many times in a row, that happens. That's the point of a paradiddle, is it's confusing but easy, and it's weird. If you're not messing up, well then go faster. Push yourself, go faster. Let's try it. Paradiddle, ready, and go. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Relax when you're doing this. If you see your arms going like this, no. You have to be relaxed when you play. Now, again, if that's too easy for you, start speeding up more. Push it faster and faster and faster. You don't have to play with a metronome on this. If you know what a metronome is, great. You have an awesome teacher. If you don't, ask your teacher what a metronome is, because it's the most important thing a drummer could ever practice with, okay? Start pushing this faster and faster. I like to have paradiddle contests with all my percussionists. In fact, I do it along with the rest of the band. They do a long note contest. My percussionists practice paradiddles for as fast as they can, as long as they can. And every time somebody that is a drummer comes to my school, I do a paradiddle contest. I think we even did a pair. Matt is a drummer, and we did a paradiddle contest one time to see who can do the fastest paradiddles and stuff. It's kind of like a show-offy thing for drummers. Are you going to do paradiddles all the time in regular music? No. But is it going to help you? Yeah, like a billion times. It's going to improve this left hand, really. That's like the biggest thing, is that your left hand's going to be great. And when you start getting into really complex fills where you don't just change every single hand, you have to do two in a row, suddenly you're throwing a paradiddle in there. And that's the whole point of it, okay? So practice your paradiddles. Cool? Awesome. Always do that. Start with your practicing with just paradiddles. Try to do it for like 1 minute. Set a timer. See how long you can do a paradiddle. Figure it out. You can make up your own stuff. It's awesome. All right. This is the thing that every middle school drummer ever wants to learn. So I might as well teach it in case you don't know it already. It's not a bad thing to learn. It's a rock beat, okay? If you've taken drum set lessons, chances are you've already learned how to do this, and you can do this in your sleep, which is awesome, okay? Take your right hand. This is my right hand, okay? I'm putting it on the rim of the practice pad or the snare drum, whatever you have. And it's just going to do eighth notes. Now, if you don't want to beat up your sticks a whole bunch, calm down. You don't have to be obnoxiously loud on this, okay? You don't have to chop wood with your drumstick. Eighth notes. Our left hand is going to play on the snare drum still, or the middle of the practice pad. And we're going to do it like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... What did I just do there? I counted the rhythms. Count it out loud right now. Count it with me. Ready? Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... You probably also heard I'm saying number 2 and number 4 really obnoxiously. And that's because that's where you're going to put your left hand, and that's where the emphasis is at. You're going to figure that out. All music that you listen to, emphasis is on 2 and 4. All music that you listen to. If you're not listening to music that has emphasis on 2 and 4, you got some parents that listen to some awesome music. But chances are, if you're listening to the radio, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this is basic rock beat number 1. This is the first thing. I just added a beat there. That was weird. This is the first thing anybody learns how to do on a rock. If they want to learn how to play rock drum set or just drum set. You got to be able to do this. Speed it up if that's too easy. Awesome. Now the middle school thing to do, and even high school thing. Not really anybody else. But I don't know how everybody knows this rhythm. It goes like this. Everybody knows this rhythm. And I don't know why. It's not like you hear this all the time. I mean, you kind of do. But every middle school drummer I've ever worked with and high school drummer, they know that rhythm. I don't know why. And it probably wasn't even written down for them. So I don't have to write it down for you. All we're doing is we're keeping that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's our bass. We are keeping that. That's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to throw in a little extras with our left hand. They're kind of like little sprinkles of flavor. Like we're adding hot sauce to it, I guess. I like hot sauce. This is lunchtime, so yeah, let's add hot sauce to it. Okay? Left hand is going to go on the opposite of your right hand. So we're going to go, try that out. We're going to go right, 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 left, right, left, right. Now, we throw that in there in a kind of weird spot. I'll show you where that happens. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 E and 4 and if you know how to play that, chances are you're the coolest kid at your school. Or at least somewhere up there in the drum section. Play it faster. And then, if you're taking drum set lessons, you probably know how to mess around with that, hopefully. And you throw in a drum fill after that. That's my favorite part about drumming, is you can make up whatever you want. As long as you're keeping that same tempo and you stay the same time, it's awesome. All right, this is the last thing I ever teach, and you can tell I'm really excited about it. So, okay, what I did there, you probably heard the is really easy. You don't need any practice on that. What you do need to practice, you take your left hand, you do a rim knock. That's where we take our left hand. The bottom of it is on the snare drum, and the top of it goes into the rim, and it'll sound like that on a snare drum. And then we come up, and it flips up in the air. It does 7,000 flips, and you have to catch it. You're going to drop it. It just happens. Also, don't fling it up way too high. You're going to hit the ceiling. You're going to hit people in front of you. I'm going to hit the computer that's in front of me right now. Don't be crazy with it. It just goes. Dun, 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 dun. Always catch it, no matter what. Whew, that was a close one. And then if you're ever just showing off on snare drum, when you're practicing a whole bunch, you do your paradiddles. Cool. I'm going to finish. Yeah! And that's the way to end it. I don't know. So, on practice pad, paradiddles, 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 okay? Practice your rock beat stuff. It always helps playing rock beat stuff because then you're just learning how to groove. don't forget about this guy. This is the coolest thing, I actually think. So you can play a lot of awesome stuff. Look up music on that video game lead sheet website. You can figure it out. You're smart.
All right. And remember, join us back here every Tuesday in summer throughout the 2020 summer. Yeah, except for next week. Next week, we're off for the 4th of July week. So after that, we will continue.
4th of July?
Yeah, next Saturday.
Whoa.
So we'll be back on July 7th. Join us back here. Once again, John Leja. Thanks again for watching.
Thanks.